Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. You look at this Raiders defense. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Going for it, here's McCarthy. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move. The opening drive of the game, and this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. On 1st down, Banks. He'll take it inside the 25.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Here we go now on 1st and goal. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll try to run this one in. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point attempt to come here. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Next to score, Raiders 7, Vikings nothing.
Out is as the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
You look at this Raiders defense. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. Here's McCarthy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The Vikings had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
That is caught. Trotting. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Mitchell is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Banks.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down. They'll try the left side. It's Banks, and he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Now a handoff up the middle. Banks. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Back to throw. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down.
Now McCarthy.
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety.
No, when we think about big swings and scores before a half, we think offense, but this time, their defense made the play. Instant pressure off the snap, and they weren't going to let him find a way to escape.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. This is taken at the 18. Now the ball comes loose.
And it looks like the defense has got it.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
This is caught. It's Brown. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
To the air with McCarthy.
Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
Throwing is McCarthy.
It's caught in the end zone. through the air. And the Vikings will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 5. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Back to throw again. Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Raiders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead is now 2.
Makes the score Raiders 16, Vikings 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. McCarthy operating from the gun.
And the Raiders have got him. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun. McCarthy. Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Vikings 14.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first two plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Take it at the 37. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Going for the deep ball. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Vikings. Danny Gray, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 5. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And that is incomplete.
Give that man a round of applause, but that's what safeties do well. Read, diagnose, and make plays. How about him racing into the backfield to help swat that one away?
Las Vegas sending out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 22. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case. Not
at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run on first down. It's Banks. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They're going to look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sent back at the 38. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now drive is started with great field position. It's facing 4th down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Now back to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down.
But how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
3 quarters have come and gone. First down, here's Mitchell. Pushing his way through. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. And he's got it to about the 40.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Running left, it's Warren.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Here's a tap forward by McCarthy on the touch pass.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Back to throw. McCarthy out to the left there and complete to the tight end Hawkinson. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there are more people there to get him down.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up.
Bates' kick is good.
And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a 1-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing. And they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
This is caught by Tucker, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Trey Tucker, 48 yards. And the Raiders have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with a lead if they make a play.
They're going to try and run for it, but he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. So down only 2 now, still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And when you're in a 1-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
From the shotgun, McCarthy completes this to Addison out left.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Looking to throw. McCarthy.
Addison hauls it in.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Jordan Addison.
26 yards.
And the Vikings will add to their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Here comes 2nd down.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
He'll look to throw. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Vikings are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the 4th. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock. Look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will have a Viking 1st down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line. 72 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
This one caught. It's the tight end Hockenson.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
T.J. Hockenson.
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Now the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he loses the football a second time. And the Vikings pick up the football. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And how about this? Here comes a reverse. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, and there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Banks. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. They'll look to throw again. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. He's to the 15.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Now they'll go with a reverse. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Down the sideline he goes.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.